What's up, guys? So I know you've been asking about if I can make a video to show you how we fix this problem with the slide release catching and locking the slide back every time. Now, I don't have the best recording equipment here, so obviously just bear with me, but so in order to fix this slot, the lever here from locking your slide back every time you shoot it, for one, see if I can get in here and actually see it. I'll probably switch camera positions here at a different part of the video, but there is a spring. Yeah, I'm just going to switch the well, you can see this pin that goes across here. There's a spring for this lever that needs to be underneath that pin, not above it, which I'll show you a better picture of that later. Secondly, if that is the case, if yours is already like that, but you're still having troubles with this lever, people are basically filing down. Let's lift this up. People are filing down the polymer inside here where this lever, see how it don't even stuck up there? So it's like that plastic inside here where that lever sits next to, they're filing that down so it's got more a greater tolerance, so this can basically rest tighter against where it's supposed to. So let's switch camera angles here and see if I can show you a little better view of what I'm talking about. All right, so what I'm trying to show you here as far as the spring is concerned, you can see it's sitting there. Like here's the pin, this pin here, and you can see the spring head right there. Look, there's the tip of the spring, and you can see that the spring is bent down and then the pin is pushed over it more or less. And that's this upper pin here. You know, this pin here, that spring, as you can see, it's sitting there, it's underneath it, not above it. Now, if that is that way on yours and you're still having issues with this lever locking your slide back, it's catching it when you're firing it, then what people are doing is they're filing the plastic down inside here. Like this whole lever where it rides against the plastic here, they're filing more of the plastic away to allow this lever to move more freely. So basically, see if I can get a shot of it here. So basically you'd have to almost remove this assembly to do the whole thing. I mean, you could try just to lift it up and file down in there where this, you know, rests up against, but that might not be enough. You might actually have to punch that pin out again and remove this altogether and file the inside of there. But that in general, I think, is about what it takes to make this work. So I don't know if that answered all your questions or if you have more, but you can let me know. Yeah, and I'll show you a little bonus video here of how they say you don't need to pull the trigger to remove the slide, and some people have a hard time removing the slide, but I figured that out too. And not like that's rocket science, and most people probably already know that, but either way, like I said, let me know if you have any other more questions about that. All right, later. And as far as the proper disassembly of this slide, if anybody's having any trouble with that, you know, of course, you can't forget to take out the mag. And being that it is empty, we pull the trigger now. And then what you do is grab these tabs and just start pulling back. It's not going to move down yet, but kind of put some downward pressure on it. Just give it a slight back motion and then it comes right off. You don't want to pull it back too far because then you'll reset the trigger. Then you're going to have to pull the trigger while the slide's trying to come off. But yeah, otherwise you just drop the mag, pull the trigger when you know it's empty. Then you basically just move that slide back. Not very far at all with the takedown lever being pulled down, and it slides right off. So, but as far as that safety lever, or excuse me, not the safety lever, I just made that word up. But as far as this slide release lever and it hanging up on the slide, You can see with mine, this thing works just fine. And then you put the mag in, which is meant to lift that lever up, so it does hang it up. You can see, yes, then it does lock it back. So, until next time, on Chick Chick Boom. Let me know if you have more questions on these polymer lowers. Glock 17, Glock 19, whatever you got. All right, y'all, have a good one.